used to be a Kennen winning lane, but recently had been going towards the Gnar again, so it feels like a double self-counter pick happened here, but it's Keen on Gnar, and Keen was in wonderful form. Last time these two teams met, his Vladimir just ran over in game number 1, and then the Renekton in the hard camp top lane, so alright, Keen onto the Gnar. LCK Somewhere is watching on in great interest at seeing Gnar back in the game. To show up, and they do just a boatload of damage and KT win, right? That could definitely happen here. If Kingen returns to top lane with a Baron, AD Ken does a lot of stuff. His score bounces into a pit he didn't necessarily want to be part of.
Score is quite tanky though. He's going to get that knock-up and Dread gets stomped down.
And synergies there. Because like, if Score goes for the wrong ult, then Gnar can turn around.
Trying to bait Keen in. He gets the flash, but it's not enough.
There was no sign of this game happening until 2 contests later. Speaking of contesting.
Oh boy, aiming.
Oh,
he
no.
fails the flash, and Zenon goes over the wall.
No.
No!
And UCAL's there too!
Oh, please, stop
the Dominoes! Stop it, please, Afrika!
Dread is just getting 1v1 soloed by King and has to flash. King is going to survive, but one by one.
Against Afrika.
All right, nice engaged by Snowflower. Where is the follow-up, though? Where is KT? At least he does have that stopwatch to make the best out of it, but Kingen has been so angry all game. He's looking for this flank. A Snowflower is going to be thrown in to no avail.
AD Kennen flank, still able to get some respect on the bot side. And speaking of...
Oh, he does so much damage. Keen is going to have to flash that one. UCAL trying to get on in there, but he's just going to die eventually after this. Zhonya's does go down, and now BDD trying to actually get the 1v1 on Keen, but ends up nearly getting killed himself.
Snowflower
should be able to pick up this Baron. Let's see what Keen can do. He's exhausted. He's going to be burst down just like
Dread.
that. And see you later, Zenon as well. Dread's all alone now. And you know that KT is not just going to let him live here. They're looking, they're searching.
Dread's trying to roleplay a Krug.
Oh! He did his very best. Nice X flash, but that is going to be everybody going down.
It's the least you can do.
Oh, but this is a bit of a problem. BDD's all alone in the final chapter, but he's going to flash away. Jarvan goes in by himself, and he's got BDD behind him. They're going to be able to do it 2v5, essentially, as they're going to shut them all down. BDD just taking them down one by one. The dominoes fall to the quadra kill of BDD.
And if they close it here, it's a perfect game for KT, the first of summer season. What have KT been eating? What's changed? They look so much better.
They look like the most pristine team on the...
AC hot pot in this game. Karma top lane against the Kled is being threatened as the matchup. 20 seconds for the final lock-in. It could also be mid lane Kled against the Kiana. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I'm waiting for
In fact, they do want to challenge here the
Whoa.
Cloud Drake.
This piggy.
Dread is so low. He was just tanking that up all by himself, and Score says no, there are more important things to do than diving Keen right now. Flash coming on in, we're trying to do that damage, and a big stun on the right side of the Kiana. Xayah is able to shut down that Galio, but as we might be having it here, Snowflower has his flash, but oh boy, he's just getting dunked up here on the top side. Has that stopwatch though. Can they save him? Snowflower gets away for just a moment, but aiming is going to be able to shut him down, pick up the kill. Good flash fight for it here. They have the TP back. The charge is down, but they're not ready to go on in there. Keen is the bodyguard. Landing that bear trap on a rope and is going to get the knock-up now onto Score and get the kill. Snowflower, no flash, but is going to get the taunt onto aiming. Down goes one. Kingen's still healthy. He's got Prey behind him, and in goes Prey, trying to do the damage, but Keen is a menace in the backline at the same time. And this fight has totally gone down the gutter as everybody's all over the place.
Prey can clean this up.
Prey with the Q. He's got that upgrade. Zenon's all alone.
Leave it for Prey, baby.
Nice try by Zenon here, but you are going to go down and Prey. Keen as a big play in the mid lane now. UCAL getting low, and Prey, he wants even more kills here as they're going to hand that one over to the assassin.
Good for KT.
Oh, Zenon is going to be going down here all alone. UCAL just desperately trying to get that shield for something. As a ton of damage being traded back. Here comes Clit though, into the backside. Fled here, trying to do that damage, but he is all alone, and he is going to be punished for that one, as the rest of Afrika wasn't able.
We're never stopping. We're continuing.
All right, now we're just trying to dunk down on UCal. Here goes Prey into the backline. He finds the right one finally. He's going to get charmed up, though, and pay for it.
We in the early game. For an assassin, some decent wave clears. Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Okay, they're going to get the stun there on a 2 as trying to turn this one around is Afrika. They're diving the turret. Keen is going to get the one and hop off Scarl here. They get these pants.
Well, the sweating is going to be both teams right now.
All right, Zenin trying to make it happen, and actually the Galio is so squishy. Goes down immediately. Kiana's ult is already out there. This is turning into game 1 of a notice, though. Everybody in the pit here as UCal's going to ultimate the Baron. BDD going in alone as the smite is going to be good for Afrika, and Galio gets in and gets ripped to shreds immediately. Prey trying to kite them down here. Keen nearly going to go down and aiming, taking it into his own hands, is able to hit.
Till now.
Oh, we're looking for Prey. Nice try there as the charm comes down, but KT are able to stabilize. As going on in now is the Silas. Not sure about that one, but UCal getting extremely low and actually gets the trade there. Really hasn't been able to do much. There was the one fight around Dragon, as now we're really trying to just dump onto Prey here. He does not have his flash. It's a big Kiana ultimate, but you can't assassinate anything as everybody's just way too tanky. Looks like BDD is going to be able to stealth away on this one, but Scores all alone underneath that turret, getting flashed on actually by Keen, not wasting any time with that one. They know what 2 kills mean for 0. They'll begin to push in as Snowflower.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't really know what that
I know
was.
you're trying to stop the wave being pushed.
Take the Baron. You'll have it for a good amount right up until that Elder spawns. And perhaps you can link the objectives and just close it out there. I mean, the Elder's going to be so fantastic with double Infernal, as you said before. So BDD seeing what he can see at the end of the game as Afrika are going to force game number 3.
And that ult from Keen goes all the way to the enemy Nexus, not to be outdone. KT Rolster decide they will go on that team trust fall. That led to the Afrika loss in game number 1, an imperfect game 2 to follow up a perfect game 1, and we're up to a best of 1 for all the marbles.
It'll all go down to that as Afrika finally high-intensity matchup.
Indeed. As we look around Lowell Park, we find some global fans. Sadly, the flexible blue side champions met no cool counterpick, so we just ended up with Corki farming it out. Corki Nico Lucian, not the sort of a damage profile you're used to, but physical damage on the side of Prey to complement what's happening from to stop that from being an inevitability. Engage here.
Trying to turn it around now with the TP. Score is nearby. Snowflower is going to be
the better items as
well. Oh boy, big burst damage already on the Score, but take a look at BDD trying to trade it back. Is going to get that kill as the 2 mid laners going to trade him here. BDD still trying to showing BDD who's boss. Gonna clear out that one. He actually hits level 6 now. Oh, he's gonna hit him with the last part of that one. Forces the flash. Kind of against the run of play as Pingen is just getting dunked up here in the top lane. Keen really thinking about it there at the end, but it's going to TP into the mid lane instead. As down it will go. I mean, Dread's going to pick that one up. And now they're thinking about turning this one around, actually. Dread wants to go around the other way. Is going to come on in. And here is sending the big charge. As Score's going to be the first one to go down. And Aatrox is going to get that reset. So KT is going to back away from this one and try not to get any more losses. But Keen will have at least one more meal. It will be Snowflower on the back.
The resident big package expert.
Okay, well, somebody's showing someone else their package. A Score. Nearly able to be knocked up there, but the timing is not good. Pingen isn't going to flash on in there, and everybody kind of just posturing around here. The poke is real from KT. And since Keen wasn't able to get there, there's not really a great place to TP to unless you're going to go right in. They catch Score again. He doesn't have his flash this time as he's the one who has to kind of poke his face in there.
Who's next?
He's going to pay for it. See what BDD can do. This can be an insane amount of poke damage, especially with the culling. They got to throw it out there. Okay, ultimate onto BDD, but he survives, and Zenin is in an awkward spot now. I think KT might be able to turn this one around. Dread and Keen are way too low to stay around. And
they have a superior to easy to execute teamfight comp, and Xayah should be just so huge. But Dread hits his
boy, we're just bullying Score at this point. He's immediately going to go down, and finally we do get the reset on. Get out of there, and we're ulting Score again. Can they get him this time? But the subjugate is going to be onto that Sejuani, and they want to burst her down. Finally, KT's able to make that duo work out. Of the Trundle up against the
top side.
Oh, they're going to pull off of it.
They don't even know. They don't know. KT, Afrika have no idea.
Yeah. Look at KT, the Score. He's baiting so well, but here comes the Karma. It's going to miss onto Score, and now the Elder is there. It's a big engage from Zenon, but it's just way too much burn damage. That is a massive ultimate from the Nautilus too. And here comes KT. Looks like they finally found it.
Deleting turrets.
I think that turret is already gone, and they're just trying to go for an engage of sorts here in the mid lane. The ultimate is already pressed here from Zenon, trying to burst down Snowflower. Looks like they will be able to pick up that support, but what does it cost? It takes them so long, and the inhibitor in the top side and the bottom lane is going to go down in the trade. And the fight isn't even done yet. Prey and Score trying to make it happen here. Not sure about this one, King, and you got to be really careful. He's going to be ultimate down, as he will flash away. That's the only way he's going to be able to survive.
Kane had to pop the World Ender just to try to deal with BDD. Gets a flash out. That feels good. Here's the re-engage.
Okay, Zenon gonna try to get a knock-up, but look at that root in the backline. The Nico gets 2, and that should be the end of it here for Afrika, as KT will take down 3, and they're gonna find aiming 2. The one true carry is gonna go down, and KT will be able to win this game.
It took so much work. It took so long, but finally KT pick up the victory their fans were looking for. Here they come for their ending. Some relief faces on the KT side after this one.
I'm just happy we can finally get excited. They look to win this game. As Afrika, not much they could do from here. I had to lie. I had to give it to you. I had to give you the no. But I was excited the whole time. KT will be able to pick up this win with the 2-1 victory over Afrika.